Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful time. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Had to run some errands before I got here because my boyfriend has depleted my soup. I usually keep either some ramen or some soup packets on hand for emergency meals. And unfortunately, my boyfriend's been a bit under the weather, so he has depleted my soup stock. So had to run, get some more soup, get a few more things for the holidays that I needed, and deciding to double my cookies this year. I usually bring chocolate chip cookies because they're the easiest cookie I can make. So I'm gonna be, putting on some lotion. I'm gonna be making some cookies for not just my family, but also for my boyfriend's mom, because she was so kind this year to make me some cookies of her own. And they're these really nice shortbread cookies with, I think it's like almonds or pecans inside. Anyway, they are super good, and I am so grateful. So I'm gonna make enough cookies for her and my boyfriend's brother to have too for the holidays. Alright, so we are here today to discuss Disney adults. Now, alright, let's get this out of the way. You can like Disney and not be a Disney adult. A regular fan of Disney will have a favorite Disney movie. Maybe they've been to the parks once or twice in their lifetime and then realized it was way too expensive to go there on a regular basis, so they just don't go. And maybe they'll dress up as their favorite character for Halloween. That's fine. That's fine. Like, come on, I'm pretty sure everyone has at least one Disney movie that they like, even if it's something as obscure as the Disney adaptation of Something Wicked This Way Comes. And that's fine. Disney adults, on the other hand, let's pull up a Disney adult definition so we all know we're all on the same page. Because, alright. So the nice version, or the nice definition of a Disney adult is an adult who is a devoted fan of the Walt Disney Company. So that is the nice definition. The not so nice definition are people who are absolutely batshit insane for Disney. Like, to the point where it's like, oh wow, do you not have a life? Like, they are just absolute fanatics. They propose at Disney. Some of them have their weddings at Disney. They try their best to dress up as the characters at the park, even though there's a rule against it. It's not a hobby. It's a lifestyle. Being a Disney adult is a lifestyle. Well, that's actually kind of a cute watch. No, not you. Oh, dang it. Did we lose it? No. Oh well. I'm sure we'll find it. Where was that? Yeah, some of these watches are actually kind of cute. Would not buy them myself. Yeah, that's a cute watch. But, oh yeah. No, not you. Like, Disney, like, they legit would cry coming back to the parks. Like, Disney is their mecca, which I personally think is a bit disturbing. Like, over a certain age, you probably shouldn't be obsessing over a theme park. I'm just saying. Again, if you have a favorite Disney character, fine. If you go to the parks, like, maybe once a year or once every 5 years, fine. It's just when it gets fanatical, that's when it becomes a bit concerning. And there are so many memes about Disney adults that it's become a genre of YouTube on its own. And this past week, a YouTuber named Meat Canyon released this animation, and I have seen it an unhealthy number of times. So I'm going to play this with my own commentary. It's unfortunately not going to be a react because, I've already seen it. But we are going to watch it, and I think the reason why so many people like this animation is because Disney adults have become such a thing, and more people are now starting to say out loud, "This is weird." I think we're reaching the end of the live and let live era, and we're finally calling stuff out for being weird. All right.
I can't believe my Prince Charming is taking his princess to Disney World.
Right off the bat. And yes, her shirt does in fact say Hakuna Matata. And honestly, I can absolutely see a Disney adult making that t-shirt. I have met these girls before, and man, if you guys think they're annoying, they are equally, if not more, annoying to us women, because us ladies are supposed to keep our mouths shut when it comes to these type of girls, even though we desperately want to call them out and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
In first class, no less. I'm so glad I persuaded you to upgrade our tickets.
Baby gets what baby wants.
Simp.
Oh, Melvin, don't pinch me. I dare not wake up. Our dream of going to Disney World as a couple is only hours away, my love.
Our dream. It is our dream to go to Disney together. I can't even comprehend that being my dream. I mean, personally, for me, my dream is going abroad with my boyfriend. My dream is going to Japan with Tom. Disney, however? Okay, I have been to the Disney parks twice in my life, and both of them were Disney World. That's the one in Florida, right? Yeah, but oh wait, no, maybe it is Disneyland. Either one. That's how little I am invested in Disney. But they were fine parks. Many of the rides were not as exciting as they could be. I think the most exciting one was the roller coaster that's in the Animal Kingdom, the one with the Yeti in it. But they were fine. But if I wanted to go to a park on a regular basis, it would be something like Cedar Point or Kings Island, because they have some really awesome roller coasters there, and they are nowhere near as expensive as Disney. And oh my gosh, I've watched this 10 times, and I'm just now noticing she has a mole on her forehead shaped like Mickey Mouse. Oh my god, and she kind of looks like a fat version of Taylor Swift.
Alright folks, we're about halfway to our destination to beautiful Orlando, Florida. Local temperature is 85 degrees and
like
clear
Mecca.
skies. Perfect for any travelers going to Disney World.
Too much Moulin Mushu pork at the airport. I'll be right back.
It's not Mulan, it's just Panda Express.
Out of my way.
Meat Canyon has the most inventive ways of being gross. I am finding this very amusing. I know that some people would not find this amusing, but I find it very amusing. And, ooh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, God. I'm not going back.
Oh, God. Should have brought more pads. Looks like roadkill in there.
Ew.
Ugh. Smells like a roll of pennies. I've got a heavy flow.
Ugh. I cannot imagine being that open. The most I have ever said about my own period when it came to my boyfriend is, "Oh, sorry, not tonight, hon. I'm on the rag." Something quick like that. And also, why would you just announce that information? I don't even like dealing with my own period. I don't want to hear about how you deal with your period. And no matter how many times I watch this cartoon, the roll of pennies comment, ugh. 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 Like being cutesy about it too. Like, periods are gross. Can you please stop talking about your own period like that?
Nemo, where are you? Where the fuck are you, Nemo? Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm okay.
Fun fact about myself. When Finding Nemo came out, I got sick and tired of that movie so damn fast because everybody loved Nemo. It's Nemo. Everyone loves Finding Nemo. And I saw it so many times when it came out. I became so sick and tired of Finding Nemo. It got to the point where I would actively throw a temper tantrum because I didn't want to watch Finding Nemo one more time. And eventually the craze died down and people stopped going to Finding Nemo, but I still have zero desire to rewatch Finding Nemo because I have had my fill of Finding Nemo. Thank you. But I'm laughing because I know what's about to happen.
Are you all right? I can't go back. I won't go back.
To Disney World? Oh my God! Is there a doctor on the plane? It's gonna be okay. Is there a doctor on the plane? We have a medical emergency. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Save yourself. I'm laughing at the absurdity of it, of someone being so sick and tired of Disney that they would literally rather kill themselves. It is such an absurd thing to do, though. I have heard of even more absurd reasons to willingly commit suicide. Not saying it's laughable, but it's like, really? I think the worst one I've ever heard was a dude, I think he was like from the 1800s, but he had like a really bad toothache, and instead of the normal option of going to a doctor or a dentist to get that taken care of, he decided to just jump off a bridge. And really? It's like, I want to be sad, but really?
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a medical emergency, we're going to have to land in Kansas City. We appreciate your patience. Sit back and relax. We'll be landing soon.
Just land early? Like this plane landed? We have to land this plane early? We're not going to Disney World? What? No! No!
Classic Jerry. You ruined this for all of us.
Hey, it's Tay-Tay!
I wanna go to Disney.
I've seen the comments in this video from either native Floridians or people who fly in and out of Orlando on the regular, and according to them, outside of the whole suicide thing and what's to come, this is exactly how the Disney adults act. That's why I said you can like Disney, But there is a difference between just liking Disney and being a Disney adult.
Yeah, I wish there was a way we could keep going, but looks like that's what we have to do in this type of situation, baby. Oh well. Is that what you really wish? That we can go to Disney World?
Jeez.
Right now? Because I can do that for you, Melvin. Oh, I can do it for you. Yeah, that'd be great, but
Well, you're lucky that you're dating a fairy godmother, because your wish is granted. I'm sorry, but my Prince Charming doesn't want this plane to land, so
What the
go
fuck
tell
is
the
wrong
pilots
with
that
you?
we're not landing the plane.
Lady, Jesus Christ, just sit down!
Don't talk to her like that! She's right! We want Disney! Take me to Disney!
We're all completely ignoring the fact that this man just stabbed himself in the throat. But, oh my gosh. I can't even imagine being that obsessed with anything that you're willing to completely ignore the well-being or even the comfort of others. I cannot even imagine it.
Are you okay? Bro, can you tell your girl to sit down? She's been exhausting this whole flight.
well,
What a goofy thing to say!
There it is. Basically, if someone even more psychotic than Wanda had Wanda's powers, yeah. Pete Canyon is very good at what he does. He's very good at making disturbing animations, but still.
What the fuck is this?
The correct reaction.
Goofy, look at me! Look at me, Goofy! That's right! Who's your favorite character? My favorite character? Dory. It's gotta be Dory. Would you like to become Dory? Yes! Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Looks like something out of Uzumaki.
Can you tell the pilot not to land the plane and to continue to do
Ugh, the wart.
Thanks.
Jasmine. Why don't you let me tell the pilot? The least I can do.
Aw, how sweet. My Prince Charming coming to save the day. That's so nice of you.
I get the feeling that girls calling their boyfriends Prince Charming, unironically, I think that's like the chick equivalent of a guy calling his girlfriend kitten. It kind of rubs you the wrong way, you know? But yes, Disney adults are one step away of becoming terrorists if they are denied their trip to the parks.
Oh, and one more thing.
No funny business.
All right, come on, everyone. Time to separate the real Disney fans from the fakers. Now who's ready for Disney World?
What seems to be all the commotion back there?
My girlfriend says we can't land the plane.
Disney adults! They've taken over the plane! The mutilating people, Captain! My God, not again. When will they learn not to let those monsters on a plane? Keep them on the cruise lines, damn it! God!
I wonder what the protocol would be in this type of situation. Like, one of your passengers goes so insane that they unleash a magic onslaught onto the other passengers of the plane. What would that procedure look like? Though I love that slight dig in there of just keep them on the cruise lines. I have heard horror stories about the Disney cruise lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to experience some rough air on our flight to Orlando. The seatbelt sign has been turned on. Thank you. Damn it! It appears all is lost.
I didn't even know the wand was magic. I tried breaking up with her, but she'd just wave it around, and I don't know, I felt bad. So... Wait. What if you tried breaking the wand? And that got rid of her magic powers or something? I mean, that could save all the passengers, right? Me? Take her wand? No. I can't even break up with her. I can't.
Break the wand, then you can break her heart.
The sooner you destroy that wand, the sooner we can take back control of the plane. Please, passengers are in danger.
You're our only chance of surviving these Disney freaks.
Water! I need water! Where's Nemo?
Where's Nemo? I will say the animation is fantastic in this short, and the voice work too. Meat Canyon does all of the voice acting. So if you're wondering why the chicks, like all of the women, sound off, that's because Meat Canyon's doing all of their voices too. And honestly, he doesn't do that bad.
Is the one in my pen? Don't touch my pens! It's mine! Give it here!
I think that Buzz Lightyear guy, ooh, he creeps me out the most. Trying to look at some of the detail of the background here. Looks like an iPhone up here. And is that an ovary? I don't know.
No, it's mine!
First,
What?
one more bite from the honey jar. I'm so full yet so hungry.
Oh my god. Oh! Donald! I want to be Donald Duck, please! Please!
Your wish is my command!
My prince! Would you mind holding this? These mini panties are a bit too many if you catch my drift.
You've been poking and prodding all morning.
Oh my gosh, he had to censor it. Or maybe that's just for this account. I guess probably a good thing that we kept that censored at least. Because, yeah, you actually do see, in the uncensored version, you actually do see it flippy floppy a little bit down there. And, ooh.
Hey, get in there. Old pussy's playing Hungry Hippos with my panties.
Quick, break it now! Why did you do that? To get rid of your magic powers?
Melvin, I don't need a silly wand for my powers. I can use them whenever I want. Disney just gave them to me. You see, when I was 3 years old, they kidnapped me while my mom and dad were riding Space Mountain, taking me to a dark rooms and flashing lights and tubes and liquids, and I don't remember it all too terribly well. All I know is that it was pretty magical. And before I knew it, I was back with my parents. But you see, I was blessed. I was chosen by Disney.
I think that whole backstory of how she got her powers, I think that is a reference to the fact that people have either been kidnapped by Disney, and Disney is allegedly involved in some very, very, very shady tactics.
Oh, what's this? You dropped something. Don't worry, I'll get it.
Be with you, the Force may be.
Oh, the Force is female! The Force is female!
Oh, is that a little love letter for me? Let me read it. Do you really mean this, Melvin? Is this really what you want?
I don't know. Yes, or maybe, yeah. Well, why don't you just read it so everyone can hear? No point in keeping secrets. Jasmine, will you marry me? Oh my God, yes, 1,000 times yes, I'll marry you, Melvin. Yes.
Who knew? He's dripped.
Melvin, you're gonna make me the happiest Disney princess in the whole Magic Kingdom. But that was a nasty joke you pulled. So while you're getting ready for our wedding, you should really think about how you treat me. Prince Charming should never treat their princess this way. Right? Yeah. Come on with...
Yeah, that's another thing, just the whole living in denial and pretending that you're in a fantasy world and everything's fine. You're in the Magic Kingdom. It's the Disney magic. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. There are some people who legitimately have this mentality.
Woodland critters, take my prince away and get him ready for our wedding. Get off me! No, don't take that off! My titties! No, don't touch me there! Woodland critters! Princess Jasmine needs you now!
That is going to be every man's night terrors for the next week. Yeah.
You should have broken up with this crazy bitch a long time ago. You just had to cry and complain about how alone you were and how it was so hard. Oh, boo-hoo! Now you're trapped forever. Have fun pretending to be in love just like mom and dad. Coward.
I've been there, Melvin. I have been there. Yep, had a couple of relationships where it felt easier to try and muscle through it than to be like, hey, maybe we should just stop being a couple. And, yeah, I did have a couple of them go a little crazy when I said that.
She's ready!
Is this really the rest of my life? So this is it. It ends today.
He actually has a really
Couldn't
nice
face
singing
my
voice.
fears, endure the tears, and now there's no other way. But does she have to die? She knows how I feel. But to say it out loud and in front of that crowd would take some balls of steel.
It's not my fault she lives a life of fucking fantasy. It's like a cult these people can't accept reality. She's an adult, it's an insult to our society. There's no happy endings.
Yeah, preach. I don't think I've met a Disney adult before, but I have met extremely obsessive comic book fans and obsessive anime fans before. A bit of a side tangent. I was meeting my best high school friend's college friends, because she decided to stay in state and go to community college, and I went elsewhere. And so they were having like a get together where they all gamed, and then they went and played like Magic the Gathering somewhere. And this one dude, he seemed very, very friendly at first, and at one point he said to me, "Oh, you're so cute. I'm gonna make you my waifu." And in that moment, I honest to God thought he was joking. I didn't think he was being serious, but then the night progressed and he's like, oh, you meant that. You want to make me your anime waifu. Oh, no. So I have met obsessives, not specifically Disney adults, but I have met obsessive fans before.
This is where I bid farewell to the crazy bitch from hell.
But I can't deny the joy I see. She'd have that without me.
Oh, they did her so dirty. At least with Melvin, he didn't choose to wear that outfit.
Jasmine.
Oh, your stretch
something I gotta
marks.
say. If I told you I loved you right now, it would be a lie. What are you doing?
I love the trope of someone who has an amazing singing voice in their head, but in reality they are just absolutely tone deaf.
Oh, man, thought that was going to be way better. Jasmine, I don't love you.
Gosh, Melvin, lay her down easy, bud. God damn.
It just seemed easier to live in discomfort than to break your heart. And I was a coward. And really, I was leading you on. I can't marry you. It's over. Jasmine, I'm sorry. This isn't the way fairy tale weddings are supposed to end. This isn't a fairy tale wedding. It's just a fantasy we're both living. And you deserve better than this, Jasmine. You're right. I should take the plane and crash it into Disney World, killing you, me, and everyone aboard this plane. Cementing us all with Disney's love.
Like I said, Mecca. Like they literally treat Disney World and Disneyland like they're Mecca.
Wrong.
My prince is so smart! People talk about us like Romeo and Juliet!
Jasmine, don't do this.
Why are they censoring this?
It'll be over soon and then we can be together!
Oh, is it because it's insinuating for a plane crash? Yeah, I'm sorry we got the censored version, guys. Well, this is on his channel. They must have forced him to censor it because, I mean, it is a disturbing animation, but what the heck were you expecting?
Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Alright, when are you gonna stop censoring this? Alright, you guys couldn't see it, but he eventually does, like, take the shank and stab her throat. There we go.
Pull, damn you! Pull!
There we go.
No! Melvin! You're passing the park! Let's fly, my beauties! Here I come!
The face she makes there.
And then you somehow landed the plane.
Wait. I am just now noticing this. Give me a second. Is that the Evil Dead book that man's holding right there that he's reading from? If that is, that's actually kind of awesome.
And then you somehow landed the plane. Incredible.
Thank you, Captain. I couldn't have done it without you.
Melvin, your bravery is inspiring. Please, have my daughter's hand in marriage.
See, he can make
I'm gonna
pretty
have to
women
politely
when he
decline.
wants to.
I'd like to be alone for a while.
My God, there goes probably the best man I've ever met. Wave my arm, sweetie. Oh, don't worry, honey. We'll marry you off one day to some fine gentleman, I'm sure.
Yep, and that's the whole short. I guess I'm guessing the censorship okay. So it's age restricted. I guess I need to change my settings on my account. But some of these comments, I'm convinced this guy has perpetual nightmares that he writes down and animates to stay sane. Probably. Canyon is also like a very big horror fan. He's making a horror manga right now surrounding the Melvin character. And, any more funny ones? Gosh, Melvin. As a Floridian, this is an incredible depiction of Disney adults. It's playing Hungry Hippos with my panties. It smells like a roll of pennies. Some of this stuff, yeah. But I think we have a couple clips of Disney adults. No, not you. Because some of them are absolutely crazy. Alright. Who's here tonight, by the way? Leave a comment. Who's here now? I can only see that there's someone else in here, but ooh, the cringe compilation. Oh my gosh.
Run.
Disney.
Yeah, like literally paying respects for a ride. Like, really?
Ride is shut down after a man farts on it. This wild event took place on Living with the Land yesterday. The smell was so nauseating, guests got out of their boat while it was moving. This forced Disney to shut down, evacuate, and restart the ride. For the full story, click the link in our bio or visit mousetrapnews.com.
That's Small World? You can't walk through the castle?
I thought they used to.
Space Mountain. This looks like the Matterhorn bobsled. Splash Mountain is closed? Why? You can't hold the gun? Why are the teacups covered? Where's Matterhorn?
Let's go to Disney, Disney, see Mickey. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, this is.
Yeah. Bullying people and making shirts stating openly what you're doing. Yeah, I think it's a little concerning when people are like, obviously I don't want any hate to come to these people and I don't want them to get bullied for their Disney obsession, but I think it's a little disturbing how it's basically treated like a religion.
Hey now.
Free fall. Kind of the devil and the devil say, hey. If I let it all
What?
go, it's fall. Free fall.
Oh yeah, the merch. They also call there's also the they call it poaching, the poaching problem, where people would just go in and buy all this limited edition merch and then they'll sell it on eBay for like 5 times as much as it normally was.
I mean, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
I swiped my debit card, the cashier told me that it was declined. That made me cry. Swipe my debit card, the cashier told me.
What is going on here?
This is the worst. This is the worst.
There's an estimation of somewhere between 700 billion and a
Why?
billion dollars.
That's way too many.
That never got us with that.
What? Oh, that is creepy as hell.
That never got us with that.
Oh, that is so weird. Alright, no. Yeah, there's just so weird. That's way too long to watch. Oh yeah, the series of plus-size Disney adults where they complain that they can't get on the ride. And it's like, I'm sorry, honey, but you kind of made the choice to stay that size. Alright, so I think I'm done talking about Disney adults. Now let's get into the other big thing that happened. The Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly. I don't even know how to start. Like, I mean, the art itself does look pretty, but why? Why? Apparently this was so this is a April Fool's comic book. DC. I'm getting this on the Batman news. Disney Comics recently revealed their solicitations for issues coming out in March, and for the most part, it's about what you'd expect. There are a lot of continuations of ongoing series and a good number of first issues that had already been revealed as part of their All-In initiative. However, there was one surprise as of yet unannounced, and certainly not one people were expecting. Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly. Get it? This is not a joke. Maybe it is a joke, but it's something that very much exists and will be available on comic shelves. And if you have trouble finding it, don't worry. The comic features real artificial rub and smell farts. That means not only do you get to see a cover of everyone being forced to smell her gas, you'll be forced as well. Who thought this was a good idea? Like, seriously, who? I don't even understand. Even as a little kid, I wouldn't have found that funny. Like, yeah, a fart joke here or there is fine, but fart jokes I find work better in small doses. Like, there are some very funny videos that have farts in them that I do get a chuckle out of, but I don't want to read an entire comic book where it's just all about Harley Quinn's anal vapors. I don't want to read that. Oh, and by the way, the author, Joan Starr, she wrote this. I've been holding in all my worst bits of bubble guts for the last 32 years, and it's all been leading up to this epic expulsion. Your nose will never be the same. You'll gag, you'll cry, you'll feel things you ain't never felt before. This fine publication is a celebration of all things past, present, and future. Sequential art's place in the annals of history is all about to change with the release of Harley Quinn Fartacular, Silent but Deadly, a comic that promises to have the highest concentration of gas per page, GPP. ever committed to print. Emphasis on committed, because everyone who worked on this comic is getting thrown into Dr. Fartley's home for no good gassy gals and guys. Reading the comic that Abraham Lincoln called a joy from fart to finish, moments before he died. Warning, we aren't kidding. If you are grossed out by farts, then this comic isn't for you. And that's perfectly okay, though I am judging you. Unless you want to put your feelings to the test, in which case this comic is for you. Did you put a shovel through your brain, ma'am? Like, who the hell wanted this except for, and everybody's been pointing this out, fart fetishists. Like, this is a fart fetish book, and we all know it. There's some other images, too. Let's see if I can find an article. We'll get to that later. Bounding into comics. Oh, geez. I wonder what they had to say about this. Alright, at least it's a one-shot. At least they're not going to try a full series of farts. Alright, in a move so baffling that it's genuinely hard to believe it's even real, DC has announced that they... Alright, aptly named one-shot, whose contents will center entirely, you guessed it, on the topic of flatulence. It's just, why? Alright, news of the one-shot's production first bubbled to the surface thanks to DC's December 20th reveal of their March 2025 solicits. Alright, tucked far below potential promising teases as those given for Absolute Flash Volume 1, Number 1, which will introduce the story, the titular, the fartacular. Like, this is what people actually were hoping to get. They didn't, Alright, penned by Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, writer Joan Starr, and illustrated by the Tales of the Titans, Beast Boy Volume 1 and Number 1 artist duo of Ted Brandt and Rose Stein. The one-shot will... Honestly, there's no way to summarize its solicit in a way that's both succinct and makes sense. So let's just let it speak for itself. Okay, yeah, we already read that bit. Oh yeah, Fire and Ice. If you've seen Zach, your boy Zach's videos, you will know that Fire and Ice is that comic book where they had drag performers in Smallville, like Kansas Smallville, and also just the weirdest crap. But it's like, look at this. Who the hell wants to read this outside of the fetishists? And maybe a 13-year-old. Alright, in typical comic book industry fashion, standard cover, there's all, yeah. In a way, that's admittedly meant to be comedic, but honestly comes off as fetishist. Yeah, literally everyone is calling this a fetish. I wonder... Oh, they're... okay. I was trying to figure out what the hell these... So these are guys who are well known for farting, like Roland the Farter here. And with Roland, yeah, he's... Okay, so long story short, Roland the Farter was a court jester way back in the day, and he was actually one of the most beloved subjects of the king because every year on Christmas he would perform what was known as the Christmas fart dance for the king, which the king found absolutely hysterical. And it's like, okay. And Benjamin Franklin, because he apparently sang the virtues of keeping your farts in a jar and sniffing them for health reasons. Which, sure, Ben. Alright. Alright, it'll be more entertaining than anything Tom King has written. Yeah, I haven't liked Tom King ever since he completely bungled the war of jokes and riddles. It was that arc. Well, I don't know if it was like an arc where Batman is thinking back to a time when the Joker and the Riddler got into an argument and they started an all-out war. And you'd think that would be a cool premise and that would be a fun time, but Tom King somehow found a way to make it the least fun. I'm not going to get into it. One of these days I will do an entire rant, but I do not like Tom King. And it was actually because he bungled the War of Jokes and Riddles. I completely just stopped reading that Batman run, skipped out on the whole Batman-Catwoman wedding fiasco that he also bungled, and he also apparently did a Riddler story where the Riddler... It's the Killing Joke, but the Riddler. That he even references the Killing Joke in the comic. Like, how obvious can you be that you desperately want to be Alan Moore? You will never be Alan Moore, Tom King. Stop trying to be Alan Moore. Even Alan Moore sometimes isn't very good at being Alan Moore. Alright. But my boyfriend did say he kind of wanted to buy the Harley Quinn one-shot because he's just curious about it. And when he first sent me the message, he sent a picture of the cover with the message, I kind of want it. And my response to him was, I am not going to fart while we fuck. Like, alright, what does the gamer have to say? Alright, don't judge me, but I'm going to buy that viral Harley Quinn comic. And Stacy Henley. Alright, let's hear what Stacy has to say after a quick beard break. Alright. The latest Harley Quinn comic has been causing a stink. And I mean that metaphorically and literally because I am quite the expert wordsmith. Off to a great start. The upcoming April Fool's issue, Harley Quinn Fartacular, Silent but Deadly, is a scratch and sniff comic where Harley farts a lot. That kind of seems like it's the only plot point. It has rapidly become controversial just a few days after its reveal. In a way, it's asking for trouble. While many characters have had gag comics for April Fool's Day, and Harley lends herself to any number of joke gimmicks, it's rare that we hear about them so far in advance. Everyone on the internet thinks the worst about each other. What? Huh? On the internet thinks the worst about each other and is often proven right. So the overriding theory is that someone, or several someones, in the creation and approval process likes farts just a little too much. You think? Even if you want to make the art, like, okay, I watched Zach's video on this, and he's like, look, I don't think this is a fart fetish book. It's more of an auntie who thinks she's funny writing a fart comic. Like, she thinks this is funny. And, I mean, maybe if there was a gag, like a very quick gag of Harley Quinn farting, that would be fine, but an entire book about it? So even if the writer legitimately does not have a fart fetish, we all know who's going to buy this comic book. And it's not going to be the regular comic book fans. Oh my god. I just now realized the comic book shops are going to stink. They're going to stink even worse than some of them do now. No! I don't want to smell farts when I'm looking at through comics. That in and of itself makes it hard to discuss. If you say the concept seems interesting and suits Harley's slapstick, gross-out humor, you risk being labeled yet another someone who likes farts too much. But go too far in your criticisms, and as many, quite performatively, already have, and it seems like that doth no. No. Are you saying that the people who are vehemently against this article have a fart fetish themselves? What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright. While it is early to be promoting an April Fool's comic, the strategy may already be paying off. Comics, especially upcoming ones, rarely go viral. Yeah, I think DC released this comic book early to kind of like test the waters to see if they can get away with publishing this. And I do think it will sell, but maybe not for the reasons that DC like DC, you do know weirdos are going to be jerking off to this comic book, right? I mean, you already fetishize Harley Quinn to an extreme, so you really... weirdos are going to be jerking off to this. Though movies, TV shows, and video games based on superheroes are aplenty, comic book sales are declining. Wow, she's actually admitting it. Sales of new issues were down 73% in 2023 from 2022's figures. And you're not gonna ask the question, why? And more than half of all comic book stores report lower gross sales last year than in 2023. And if you want to boost gross sales, a fart comic would certainly help. Now that's a joke for ya. You're so funny. You are so funny. I don't think Silent but Deadly will be the savior of comics, nor will it be the pinnacle of the art form. It will probably be a silly little throwaway story with some extremely obvious toilet humor. It's a Harley Quinn April Fool's issue. We should keep some perspective, but increased interest in it is an increased interest in comic books overall. No? Zach pointed this out. Absolute Batman increased interest. The Absolute line that's coming out is increasing interest. And while people were brought in by Absolute Batman, the minute they see this shit, they're being like, alright, we're out. It's more weird crap. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, honey, but most of the normies, they don't like the weird shit that's in the modern Marvel movies. But they don't know that all that weird shit they see in the Marvel movies and the DC movies and the shows these days came from comic books first. And the moment they walk into a comic book shop and they see this crap, they're going to heel turn so fast because they don't want to deal with it. Alright. My first entry into comic books wasn't through superheroes, though. My grandparents had old annuals for the Beano? Going all the way back to the 70s. Huh? From then on, every year I left home, I got the latest Beano annual. I still have disdain for the Dandy entirely because they felt like the other team. Who the hell is Beano? Okay. Fine. Oh my god. Beano Town. Okay. Don't know much about these comics, but okay. Like cute kids comics. I thought it was going to be more fart comics because frankly, it's starting to sound like you have a fart fetish, honey. All right. Silent but Deadly feels less like a superhero concept and more like the sort of thing you'd see in the Beano. While many comic aficionados find it ill-fitting for the medium, with a wider lens, it feels right at home. The scratch and sniff gimmick is also the kind of clever idea that print media needs. You can't sniff a digital file. Who the fuck wants to sniff farts? How long is this? All right, 2 more paragraphs. Again, the comic doesn't help itself. While links can be drawn between Silent but Deadly and his history of more comedic British comics, the promotional blurb brings it back to accusations of being too much of a fart enjoyer for less mirthful reasons. If you are grossed out by farts, then this comic isn't for you. And that's the last thing. It reads, which does sound more like a disclaimer for kink than a comic book. Yeah, you don't say! You don't say! Like, honey, how are you being this disingenuous? This is why nerd media is taking a downturn, because you guys just can't bring yourselves to see what's in front of you. Though the rest is a pun-filled paragraph more suited for the subject matter, the qualifier that it's fine if you're not into it, but that it makes you a vanilla square doesn't know favors. Yeah, that's what it is implying, sweetie. They are saying, yes, this is a fart fetish comic. It's a fetish. I don't buy many comics these days. Oh, I couldn't tell. Like a lot of online hypocrites, I am part of the problem. I'm part of the problem I'm rallying against. I realize it's weird that Silent but Deadly might be the one to get me back into physical issues, but the ties to the comics I grew up on, the tactical nature of its gimmick, and the possibility that it could become one of the most notoriously misaligned issues in recent history makes for a very tempting offer. Yeah. Are you for real? I generated a self-destructing email and made an account just to tell you I am indeed judging you. Oh, yeah. Stacy, I am so judging you. She looks exactly as I thought she would look. Alright. So she's more of a gamer than a comic book writer. So. Oh boy. I was talking to my coworkers about this comic, and the moment I mentioned that it was a fart fetish comic, my one coworker, he just stopped and he stared at me like his soul just left his body. It was the funniest expression I've ever seen in my life. And coincidentally, my other coworker, he had something that was not exactly agreeing with his tum-tum. But, so yeah, he was farting throughout the day. And when I mentioned this comic, I told him, you know, you should contact DC Comics and offer to fart on the comics for them. I mean, why have an artificial fart scent when you could just get a real fart on there? I think that would be like the perfect punishment for the fart fetishists that made this to be. Have their beloved Harley Quinn farts come from an obese forklift driver. I think that would be the perfect punishment for those types. Alright, I'm going to save this to share on Twitter because, oh my god, that article is so stupid. Maybe I'll email it to Zach. Alright. Let's look up, you know what, it's the holidays. I feel like being jolly, so let's look up some funny videos. I'm gonna grab another can of beer real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so since it is the holidays, how about we look up funny Christmas videos? Funny Christmas fails. Oh.
Lights are down.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Are you okay? Whoa, I fell down.
Noticed. Oh no! Santa! Yep, that's why you don't play with those things inside. Oof. Oh, I've seen this! I shouldn't laugh, but that is kind of funny. Oof. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We'll be right back.
What? Oh!
What'd you do to our tree, Chris?
Nothing. Hey, Jillian, do this. Squat down. She can't get up. Couldn't help her.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So, I have one of those things. Oopsie.
Hold the milk with 2 hands. Okay, go put it by the cookies. Nope, put it back on.
Oh! No, he tried. Poor thing.
20.
Whoop. Wow.
Oh my god, Dylan.
said, Kai, can you go outside and get me some wrapping paper? Right? I said, put it on the table. Here is the wrapping paper that he put on the table. He literally wrapped the entire table.
I mean, you did a good job.
Well, at least I know he's my son, right?
Yeah, at least she's self-aware. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's why you don't mess around on ladders. No, Santa! That's what you get for being stupid.
Is that?
Wow, dude, you're being so loud. No, this is too easy.
Gotta be cheating.
That's a cute.
This is too easy. How? How? 6, 5, 4. No, stop it now. 1.
That's actually a cute idea. That's a cute game.
Just got that one in.
They're making us mac and cheese.
Oh, I'm gonna fall asleep. We're gonna make mac and cheese. But it's hilarious. Oh.
Oof. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a dog. I thought that was a kid at first.
Can't find the hole to put his head in.
Are you not in the holiday spirit?
No. Nailed it.
That's why I go with minimalist decorations. Whoop! Oopsie days! That's a terrible idea. L parents! L parents! Alright, she's laughing.
Mom, can I do Buddy the Elf on the Christmas tree? What?
There goes the Christmas tree.
Again, why are so many parents letting their kids drive that stuff inside?
Somebody got up in a bad mood.
Don't kill us. Are you okay? I'm fine.
I can't. Stand up. Please.
That's a horrible idea. What is? Ha!
Hold on, let me knock my tree over. I love Mom.
Oh, what a great book.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was not
Oopsie daisy.
Knocked him out.
Probably Zachary does it right.
They're all both at the same time.
Same time?
Yeah. One.
Didn't work. You sure your knees are supposed to be that far back?
I have never seen a successful one of those things.
Do it.
Ready? Seriously?
What is that?
What? What? Santa ordered on Prime.
Asking the correct questions.
He knows you can just make toys, right?
That is a very good point, sweetie.
Act like you ain't got a gift under the tree.
Let me see.
Yep, that's why I do not have a Christmas tree. Because Buttercup is obsessed with climbing. Ow.
Hello. This is all right.
Here you go. Got it? Good job, bud.
Oh, that was the first one.
Which one of you has been unwrapping the Christmas gifts?
All of them, unfortunately, passing away.
Could it be Bailey? Or could it be Bosco?
I think it's Billy.
No.
What are you doing?
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready?
Look at it.
Uh-oh.
Wyatt, hands off, please stop.
Let's take a quick look at Gwen's playoff team.
You little turd.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry... I don't want to do this.
Good Lord. All right. Come on.
Turn around, babe.
Again, those things!
You stop it. Get off, Daddy. Daddy, get off.
Oh, he broke it. No, Frosty! Oh.
You didn't hold it.
Hurry, baby.
Chaos!
Including physical assault. Oh my god. Why don't you just sit?
I'm pretty sure those things have a weight limit.
Oh, it fell! Oh my god! That was not supposed to happen!
Slow-mo.
Water the tree.
There we go. Oh no! Oh!
Let go of the pedal.
Go!
Wait, no, wait. Oh, do it. Put it back, put it back. Headbutt it. Oh!
Nope. Good thing he's wearing underwear. Woo. Alright, I think we're about done with this video. Woo. Alright, I think that just about does it. I tried to keep this one a little lighter and a little bit more, just complaining about dumb crap rather than, my usual tirades. But, yeah, so that was our stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Bye.